Sri Gurudev. Let us chant Om 3 times together. Om. Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Gurave Namaha. I bow to God. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all of you and the entire creation. Om. Amen. It is by the grace of God and Sri Gurudev we all have assembled in our ashram in Homestead, Miami, to commemorate the 50th anniversary of Sri Gurudev's coming to West, and also the foundation day of this ashram. It's 27th anniversary. 27th anniversary. As I told you yesterday, the lunar day is called as Tithi, and Tithi is not like the English day or the regular solar day. Today, our solar day is the combination of two. One is full moon. The morning began with full moon. And then the first day of the next fortnight, the dark fortnight, waning moon. Waxing moon, waning moon. So now it is waning moon. The moon is becoming smaller and smaller. So in the Vedic tradition, they consider if the sun is rising with full moon, will be considered as full moon. So today is also full moon. So this full moon has few significances. The one is in the Vedic tradition, and which was also followed by the Jains and the Buddhists, the practice of Chaturmasya, 4 months special time for prayer and meditation. It begins with the full moon in the month of July, Ashad Purnima, coincidentally Guru Purnima, and it continues the 4 months till the Kartika Purnima, which comes in November. So today the so 2 full moons after Guru Purnima, 2 months over, lunar months. So this is the midpoint. Today is the birthday. You'll ask who? Today is the birthday of a very holy book, sacred text. In India, the Hindus, they not only celebrate the birthday of themselves, family members, birthday of divine incarnations, just like we celebrate Christmas, they have 2 special birthdays, birthday of the Bhagavad Gita and birthday of the Bhagavatam. So today is the birthday of the Bhagavatam. It is a special day, and many people, householders also, they do at their home special puja. And from today they begin reading the Bhagavatam, and it ends in 1 year. So 1 year of continuous reading, every day, 1 chapter, 2 chapters like this, and it ends the previous day, like yesterday, today, and again to begin. They continue it, years after years after years after years. So today is the birthday of Srimad Bhagavatam. The name Bhagavatam, it is not just book, name of the book. Simple meaning of Bhagavatam is the devotee of the Lord. Bhakta. The meaning of Bhagavatam is the devotee of the Lord. Now the question is for all of us, are we really devoted to God? Simple question. Now you will say, yes, sure. How much is your devotion? And when you say that I am a devotee, so really? Then you will ask, what is the sign of devotion? We have discussed quite a few times, again to remind you that in Adhyatma Ramayana as well as Ramacharitamanasa, and more popular in Ramacharitamanasa, Lord Rama is speaking of 9 forms of devotion. And he taught to a tribal lady who dedicated her complete life in seva, following the words of her Guru preceptor, and ultimately having the darshan of Lord Rama. So I told you, says Patanjali spoke of ekatattva abhyasaha, practice one principle. And she did it. What she did? Just following the words of her Guru. It's a very interesting incident. It was on the day of her marriage, when she saw all the arrangements have been done for the marriage, ceremony and marriage party, to have dinner for friends and relatives of the groom, who is coming with a team of people along with own family members and so on. Do you know what happened? Too many animals to be for whom? She really was sad. With the, when you kill animals, they joyfully sacrifice themselves. There is a story, the story of sacrifice. There was a hunter. The hunter was roaming for hunting. Hunting means whom? Unsuccessful, whole day, and evening it was stormy, windy, rain. He could not return. And he sat down under the shade of his thick, foliage of the tree. So very tired and exhausted. In the tree there was a nest where a family of birds living. Seeing him hungry, tired, and because of the falling temperature, it was also cold, they were discussing, he is our guest. Who are discussing? The birds are discussing, here is a guest who is suffering. Is it not our duty to serve? The he bird or the father bird went flying, brought a burning charcoal and dropped it very close to this man, and the she bird brought some sticks, leaves, which can catch fire, which are dry also. So there was little fire. This man was feeling, so relaxing. She was. Then this family that they have discussed on, he's hungry. So what to do? Then the he bird told, I am jumping myself into fire. Let he eat. So there was dialogue, who will jump, but anyhow, one after the other, all the four, parents and two cute little babies, all jumped into fire, sacrificing their life in fire for, serving the guest. And who was, hunter, so he was naturally non-vegetarian. The picture changed. The hunter himself saw that a heavenly chariot descended. The four birds transformed into the form of angels. They ascended. Just like ascension of Jesus, they ascended, the four birds. Here, this young lady who was going to get married, seeing this animal, seeing this joyful celebration, he was sorrowful. This is marriage, killing of so many animals, and with their cry, their sadness, how this marriage will be joyful. I don't want to marry. She ran away. She ran away in the darkness of evening. Nobody could expect that she was gone. Ran and ran and ran and ran and ran and ran. At last, she reached a hermitage, saw the hermitage of the rishis, sat down on the tree, hiding herself, observing who are there. Will they accept her? Because the rishis are, during those days, were all male people, hermits, living in their small, small huts and doing their penance. And I'm a woman, and young, youthful. What she did, she hid herself, observed that they are going to do their penance after morning ablution, meditating. She went to the forest, collected some fruits, some flowers, kept in front of each cottage and hiding herself, cleaning the footpath. This continued for day after day after day after day. Everybody is surprised who is doing this. Nobody knew it was she. One day, the head of the monastery, he loudly announced, whoever you are, who is doing all this service without any expectation, can come. I assure, be fearless, have no reservation, you can come. And she came. And when she came, bowed down at the feet of the rishi, who are you, my daughter? Then she narrated everything. All right, stay here. There is one empty heart. Stay here fearlessly. Do your seva, do your sadhana. Others didn't like it. The story is long. So to make it short, that the guru or the rishi who gave her residence and guided her was growing older, and she also was getting, the rishi told, my child, practice what I taught you. I am leaving the body. Continue it. One day the Lord will come to you. You will have his darshan. You will have his blessing. But I am so unfortunate. I could not live that long to have darshan of the Lord in flesh and bone. She continued. The Lord will come to my cottage. The Guru has said, and he has not said when. For example, you got initiated. You have come to this path with the hope there will be spiritual transformation or some hope, instant realization. But when? Years after years, every day she was collecting fruits, she was collecting flowers, she was making garland for the Lord, waiting and waiting, doing her work. But she never stopped. Because after some years, you will tell, oh, you might get tired. Is it going to happen? But she never stopped it. The Lord came. There is beautiful conversation. In this conversation, the Lord said, oh Sabari, I am speaking to you the 9 modes of devotion, and anyone who practices only one of it, who practices only one of these 9 is great. But in you, all these 9 are present. In you, all this. So when I speak of devotee or devotion, instantly her name came to my head. There are many devotees. 2 devotees are really very dear to me. All are great, but 2. One is the Sabari, the other is Lord Hanuman. Both. Now come back to our, are we devotees? Are we devoted? The devotee means we are disciple. I am disciple of Kriya Yoga lineage, or I am disciple of this guru, that guru, and I am a devotee. Am I really devotee? Am I really devotee of whom? I told you the first day Ekatattva Abhyas means follow one. Here Sabari followed one. That's all. And followed the words of the Guru faithfully. As I told you, years after years, not having a doubt. Is it really going to happen? When? I'm getting old. Never, there was a holy man who lived not long ago. He lived in last century. He never told in his life a single lie. Never told. But he never told anybody that I never tell lie. One day he was passing through a village. Somebody came with a problem. He told, do one thing, your problem will be solved. Here is a temple. Every day go and clean this temple. It is not a huge temple campus, in a village, small temple. And your wish will be fulfilled. 1 year after, again this person was passing by. The same person, the holy man. The other man came and bowed to him. How are you? He said, yes, I did, but nothing had changed. He looked at him and asked, have you really followed me what I told you? He said, yes. Then he said, I doubt. In my life, I have never told a lie. How can my word become untrue? How my word will be untrue because I have never told a lie in my life? Have you really cleaned the temple every day? Then, oh, sometimes it was raining, I could not come. Sometimes it was. This is our devotion. For example, on the day of initiation, surely your teacher has clearly told that practice it every day according to your capacity, good morning and evening. Maybe for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. If you don't have time, you should practice it every day. And he told that this is your promise. You will not tell this technique to anybody until and unless you are authorized. So, neither we practice. We want to teach. Oh God, this horrible world, so much of disloyalty, unfaithfulness to this lineage or to the guru-disciple relationship, and we are not. Then the thought came when I'm talking of ekatattva abhyasa. So today I'll tell what is ekatattva and what to practice. God is one. God is one, and who is omnipresent. God is one, who is omnipresent. Ekatattva abhyasa, if this is the one reality, what to practice? To practice to live in constant presence of God. To practice to live in constant presence of God. Ekatattva abhyasa. Sri Gurudev told. He told, before I came to Kriya, I was going to Sri Vijaya Krishna, who was the guru of my brothers, my sister and her husband. So they were all followers of a householder, spiritual person. He was, what to say, his name is Sri Vijaya Krishna. If you have seen Gurudev's biography, there is picture of him, Vijaya Krishna. He represented, or he was like the Vedic rishis, married man, only, like Gurudev's own parents, only 11 children. 11 children. And highly spiritual. Can you imagine the person who can speak with so much of authority that what I speak, it is from the Upanishads, from the Vedas. Go and verify. If you cannot find it, take it that these Upanishads are lost in course of time. And Gurudev said, Vijaya Krishna told, there is a beautiful book of Vijaya Krishna translated into English. The name is Ritambhara. If you can read it. Is it highly philosophical and Satya Pratishtha, to be established in truth. God is truth. To be established in truth. I don't know if you have read, there is a very small book, it is not too big. It is a Christian classic, Practicing the Presence of God, by Brother Lawrence. The title might be a little bit. So, to live in the presence of God. To live in the presence of God, what does it mean? When God is omnipresent, I should remember God's presence at least in everything. In everything, everywhere, I will remember the presence of God. Is it possible? The answer is yes, it is possible. Sri Gurudev told, again and again we have discussed it, never think this is your body. This is the temple. And wherever I'm touching, Gurudev said, I'm touching the presence of God. It's not body. We are so much attached to the body, I think it is body, we forget God. Is it our devotion? Gurudev said, when I was young, I was not able to follow. In course of time, I really, and can you imagine, when I think of him, I think of his teachings. Coming to Gurudev, it is, I told you, or I heard about him, read about him, it was 50 years ago. I was a little schoolboy. I saw him, it is 1980 December. So closer to completing 44 years. So it is taking time for me also to realize how he said, when he was taking breakfast, he was holding this, a grape. He told, God is telling me to hold this fruit. And God is telling to put in mouth. I really could not understand what God is telling. God is telling, this is grape. My young man's mind is telling, this is grape, it's grape. Everybody knows how God is telling. And slowly, when I'm growing up, I'm realizing this is what living in the presence of God. It is not grape, it is God. Gurudev sang a song in Bengali, Mandire Tumi. You are in the temple. Puja Phule Tumi, you are in the flower. Aratite Tumi, you are in the lamp. Muratite Tumi, you are in the idol or the deity. Bhagavan diye Bhagavan puja. God is worshipping God. Who is worshipping whom? God is worshipping God. The priest who is worshipping is no more a priest. If the priest feels, I am not, I am the power of the divine, I belong to him, he is in me, he's doing everything to me. My dear friends, all problem in our life is ignorance. And from ignorance comes ego. Ignorance is the cause, any field. And out of ignorance, again, ego. That is why it is said in the Holy Bible, you should know truth, and truth will make you free. Knowledge will make you free. And this knowledge is not possible by listening to talk only. No ayam atma pravachanena labhyah, no medhaya, no bahuna srutena. Listen to lecture, fine. Nowadays you can listen to, online, on YouTube, and so on. By listening, no. You listen, fine. Then you study, not by study. You have to live. You have to live practically in the presence of God. Now the question is it not mental assumption? God is, yes, let it be. Gurudev said, let it be. First, accept. He said, very simple thing. He said, when the food is in your front, you look at the food, or you are looking at the presence of divine. Very simple thing. Practice it. There was a holy man, not a holy man, householder. He became holy. Later on, people said he is holy. Poor man. But he was loving God. This wife has given on a flat, big plate, rice porridge. It is quite hot. Poor man's food. Broken rice, small rice, they cook it. And a chunk of green spinach cooked. It is in the middle. When he looked at this food plate, he was hungry. He forgot. Do you know what he saw? He saw the eyes of Lord Jagannath. And because it is round and the black spot, so looking at this, tear fell rolling down. Wife came, said, what happened to you? You came back after hard work, you are hungry, I'm giving you food, you are not eating, you are crying. He's not able to speak anything, it's just tears rolling down because he's not in hunger, he's not in food, he's in God consciousness. We have to live in the presence of God, moment to moment, remembering God is. Today, there was a little discussion. In the discussion, it came that in life, faith is the most important thing. Faith in. If we lose faith, if you read the Holy Bible, at countless places, Jesus is telling, oh, with little faith. For example, if you have seen or read the episode, Jesus calms the storm. Jesus in a boat, I think it is in the Lake of Galilee. I have gone through Lake of Galilee a couple of times. Through the boat, my mind was with Jesus so much. He was like this in the boat in the Lake of Galilee. So he's sleeping. And it was stormy. Other apostles, devotees are sitting there in the boat. The boat is, might be capsized, might be sinking. They shouted. Jesus got up from sleep, asked what happened. They said, we are going to drown. He said, oh, you with little faith. Meaning, I am with you, you don't have faith. Who is with you? You tell us, Rabbi, our teacher, Rabboni, in Hebrew, Aramaic, the teacher, Rabbi. But you don't have faith. We don't have faith. With little trouble, our faith evaporates. Do you know? It is not a story, it happened in Mumbai. There was a person, he loves God. It was she. And she had nice altar with deities, pictures, photos. Something unpleasant happened. Became so upset and shouting, "Oh God, are you there? I have been worshipping you day and night, praying to you, doing everything. This thing happened to me. Why? Why this thing happened to me?" Do you know what he did? What she did? She took the photo and everything, because at that time, so much of emotion, or you can tell angry with God, and threw through the window. The window opens to to the road, to the footpath. After she dropped, he said, "Oh God, if it would have fallen somebody's head. Oh God, I did this, but let nobody be injured." That was the next. Oh God. We worship God. Do you know for what? People believe or people think, I am praying to God, everything good should happen. I am going to temple, I am going to church, I am praying, I am doing charity, I am doing this, so everything good should happen. Why this bad thing has happened to you? Happened to me. People will tell, "Oh, you are going there, doing this thing happened to you." Do you know, our so-called devotion, it is your selfish business. That is why Jesus said, even a prostitute can tell, "I love you." A prostitute can also tell, "I love you," but love is not for love. The love is for money. Similarly, our love for God, it is how much. That is why the spiritual masters tell, God is one. God is omnipresent. Who is omnipresent? His presence is where? First me. Wherever I will touch, it is he, it is she, it is God. If God's presence is here, God presence in the carpet, God presence where he is not. Gurudev used to express this word, where he is not. Where he is not. We have to live in the practical presence of God. Let it be just assumption. For example, when I was a little boy, and we were taught human body, human anatomy, the heart, this reproductive system, in school, high school, science book we studied. Never saw the heart. But here is the heart, you know. In normal human body, where is the heart? It is towards the left side of the chest. It is recently my sister's doctor found her heart is not in the left side, her heart is in the right side. She had some problem in breathing. Doctor was treating with asthma, but it was not helping. Went to another doctor. The doctor wanted to check. He suspected. He wanted, nowadays you can, I don't know what type of scanning or something. They found that her heart is not on the left side, it's the right side. So, however, when I finished my high school, I went to college, 2 years of science. And during those days, you have to dissect live animals. Oh God. Live frog. You have to pin the frog like this, and you have to open it. And that is how I stopped the wish to be a doctor, to study medical school, because of the heart is there. What I saw in the picture, that I saw with the open eyes, dissecting the frog. And thank God I have not dissected human being or seen the human heart. And those who are doctors, they know it is there. As the doctors know, here is the heart, but we believe. Do you know? We believe everything. We believe the labels. When I was, it was 1994, December second weekend. No, maybe December 1st, second. However, I was in Hamburg for program. So somebody, another teacher was with me, 2 teachers. We had 3 teachers. So, can you come for snack in the evening? I said, I don't take snack. Are you not hungry? I said, I'm not hungry. If I'll be hungry, there is a box of cookies somebody has given, so I can take it. That person told that before you eat anything, you should read the label. So I was learning German a little bit, new, so just reading the billboard, reading these, listening to others. Can you imagine? It is a cookie. I read the contents. What I found, can anybody believe? When I told this, everybody laughed at me. She said, never. Cookie containing fish oil? Fish oil. For example, here is somebody who loves chocolate. Chocolate, dark chocolate. And it's madness or addiction. You'll be surprised to know the contents in chocolate, sometimes it is horrible things. But we don't read the label. When I said that today I discovered here in West, the cookies are non-vegetarian. They said sometimes there might be a trace of egg in cookies. I said, no, egg is okay. One resident told, unfertilized egg, it is ahimsa. Non-vegetarian. So, however, when I brought that packet and everybody read, their eyes, they looked like this, the fish oil. So, why I am telling this, we believe in the packet. It is written, health drink. It is written, you need lots of fiber. I asked, what is this fiber? What is the source of fiber? The source of fiber is fruit, vegetable, all these, and whole grain or what? I said, I'm taking everything. So it's all fiber. What extra fiber do you need? However, we believe the label. We believe that it is what is there in the label, it is inside. But we don't believe in God. If we really believe in God, God is God. It is the faith. The realized masters, the scriptures, both speak in omnipresence of God. Only my mind. Which mind? Doubting mind. Which mind? Confused mind. I have faith in doctor, I have faith in the tablets, but I don't have faith in God. That is why I asked you, how much do you have faith in God? Do you really believe in God? If you say, yes, I believe in God, then live in God. First is believing, then is living. And this living, let it be intellectual in the beginning. If I told you the other day, there is water in between my 2 hands in this atmosphere. It is invisible. It is formless. But it is. If you tell there is water in between my 2 hands in this air, A little child may not understand. But we, with our rationalistic, scientific mind, we know that in this atmosphere, air, there is moisture, there is humidity, there is air. In the air, there is water. Similarly, God is. Once you grow up, so we are not growing up. The problem in our life, what is happening, we just make circle. We are not growing up. If we would have grown up, problem will come, disease will come, difficulties will come, unhappiness will come, but I will not deviate from who am I. I will not deviate from the teachings. I will not deviate from God's presence. Sometimes I told people, if you know the problem will come, will you go there? Tell me. If you know that if you go by this way, there will be a problem. Will you go there? You will not go there. And how did Jesus go? Is it not full? Tell me. Jesus knew they will betray. One among my 12 who are sitting here, one will betray me. He's telling this. And the person who is going to betray, he is telling, surely not me. And he could have told, yes, you, bye, I'm going. Why should I be tortured? No. If you think of ordinary human rationality, if somebody is going to do this, knowing that the problem will come, what he is? For ordinary mind, it is still no. The problem with us, we speak of God, we go to the temple, we come to the spiritual teacher, we come to spiritual path, but we don't follow. We don't follow. If we really will follow, there will be no question. It is not, remember, nobody is telling you jump into fire. Nobody is telling drink poison. Nobody is telling do wrong thing. Very simple thing. Simple thing is God is. Can there be any creation? Can you create anything out of nothing? This meditation hall, somebody has created. Somebody's architect's idea, Gurudev's imagination, many workers. So for anything created, there is a creator. How this entire cosmos will come out of nothing? So God is within me. God is with me. That is why in the Upanishadic instruction, when the Rishi is telling Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma, everything is divine, Brahman. Then he is telling Prajnanam Brahma. Then he is telling Ayamatma Brahma. This self within you is Brahman. Tattvamasi, you are that. The Guru said, the presence of God is within you. Presence of God is everywhere. Now the disciple sat down, closing the eyes, reflecting upon, meditating, going silently, perceiving that state, opening the eyes, perceiving the same state, and declared, I am Brahman. He said, I am divine. This, in the Mahavakyas of the Upanishad, Aham Brahmasmi, it is the declaration of this disciple. Guru is telling, you are that. Now the disciple is accepting and then following and experiencing. Because if you don't do experiment, you cannot experience. Meditation is experiment. Remembering God's presence all the time is experiment. If God is omnipresent, where He is not? The bed on which I am sleeping, it is not bed. The floor on which I am sitting, It is not floor. Sometimes while Gurudev guiding meditation, he used to tell, don't think you are sitting on the floor, you are sitting on the lap of God. Don't think you are breathing, it is breath of, he was breath of Hariharananda, breath of Yogananji, breath of God. With that attitude we breathe. So this is the practical spirituality. If we don't practice, only listening is not enough. Ekatattva abhyasa, here it is, God is one. Here I'll tell one thing. You know, one young man, when he was a college student, he came to me. At that time, I was not in these clothes. He said, at that time, somewhere calling me as sir, somebody was calling me as Baba. He said, I was first worshipping Divine Mother in Katak Chandi. Now I am more attracted towards Lord Hanuman. I'm going to Hanuman temple. I have a question. Will not Divine Mother be angry with me? Okay, so the question is, I love Divine Mother first. Now I love Sri Hanuman. Will Divine Mother be angry with me? What happens? We bring God into our level, in such a level, not ordinary human level, that if I look at you, I don't smile, you will be upset with me. I said, God is one. He is same as Divine Mother, he is same as Hanuman, it's all one. Why do you separate? The problem, it is easy with, God is one. It is easy with the people of Christianity or Islam, it is easy. God is one. And if you think of the Hindus, they have, Divine Mother, Lord Shiva, Lord Krishna, Lord Rama. Who? Do you know? So the answer is, God is one. Sweetness is one. Different sweets. Appearance, color, flavor, shape, different. Sweet is one. God is one. There is nothing wrong. So there is a humor, but don't take it too seriously, that some people were going in the boat and the boat sank in water. So when it sank in water, so there was a Christian, he was praying, oh Lord Jesus. Jesus came and lifted him up. Suppose somebody was Buddhist, he said, prayed, oh Buddha, come. The other one, who was a Hindu, he prayed to Lord Hanuman, Hanuman, please come. Before Hanuman came, oh Divine Mother, oh Lord Krishna, oh Lord. The problem is here. That is why it is said, God is one. He is worshipped in different names and some worship in different forms. Doesn't matter. God is one. God. Soul is one, Gurudev said. He is seeing through the eyes, the sun and moon. He is speaking through the mouth like the Divine Mother. But soul is one. Love God everywhere. Love God in everything. Love God, everything in Him. That is why the spiritual masters say, if you cannot see God in all, you cannot see God at all. God is in all. But we are forgetting. God is everything. We are forgetting. You will tell, if God is everything, poison and nectar. Is poison God? The question will come. If God is everything, angel and Satan. Angel, it's beautiful. We love. Satan, wasn't Satan an angel? Wasn't Satan an angel? Everything is God. Day is God, night is God, light is God, darkness is God. It is play. Because of the play, it appears as different, but God is, and God is everything. To remember God in all, if I really love God, I cannot hate anybody. If I'm hating anybody, I am hating whom? Tell me. Isn't God in that person? So be very clear. Don't hate anybody. Don't speak bad of anybody. Yes, today it is rainy. I was told that the laundry did not get dried, so it's not in the dryer. But all right, it is weather is this. So do not dislike, do not hate, do not criticize. Come with understanding. But we are doing this, then it is problem will come. As I told you, sickness will come. Okay, I'll have to pass through it. I'll be strong. I'll be strong. I'll take care of my body as much as possible, my mind, and I'll not allow my mind to be weak with the physical sickness. Challenge will come, but I will not allow my mind to be weak with this challenge. Always, that is why it is said in Hindi, जो हरि का दास वो कभी नहीं होता उदास. What is the meaning?
One who is a devotee of the Lord is never sad.
A devotee of the Lord is never sad, never depressed, never loses hope. I love God, God is with me. In pleasure, He is with me. In pain, He is with me. In pleasure, I will not forget God. In pain, I will not blame God. I will love God in every situation. Gurudev sang, Jodi chaho rekho dukhe, bolibo na rekho sukhe. If you want to keep me in trouble, oh God, it doesn't matter. Keep me in trouble. I will never tell, give me pleasure and comfort. তুমি যাহা ভালো বুঝো তাহি করিও. Whatever you think good, do it. But I have one condition with you, O Lord. আমি যে শিব তাহা বুঝিতে দিও. Allow me to feel that you are with me, I am with you. Give me this feeling, give me this experience. We should practice this. Let us close our eyes for a moment. With deep love, let us think of God and Sri Gurudev. And let us pray to God, pray to Gurudev, I am your child. I want to grow up. My mind, my ego, my emotion, my lack of faith, my lack of trust, it drags me down and down. Oh God, oh Gurudev, I realize my weaknesses. I'll work on it. I'll remember your presence within me. I'll remember your presence all around me. I'm not away from you. You are not away from me. I will not lose sight of you, and you will not lose sight of me. Help me to grow with this knowledge, this experience. I bow to you again and again. I bow to God. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. Today, I bow to Srimad Bhagavatam, the holy book. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all the devotees, great devotees, the examples in our front. I bow to all of you. I bow to the entire creation. I pray for all of you and praying for all. Let there be peace, progress, prosperity, and harmony everywhere. Om. Amen. Thank you all. God bless you all.